AP, SP.
Yep. Okay, so we got Murat. Yes, next one is
Celia.
I.
Yeah.
You want to do Celia? Who is that?
It's the basic hero.
Oh, okay. Let's do the basic here. Celia. Okay, so at level 1 she gains 1 HP. At level 2, her Forest Spirits gain Shifter.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what Shifter does.
It's like pushing and pulling together. So whenever you attack a creature, you just move it to the opposite zone.
Okay, so that's actually nice.
Mm-hmm. Can be good in some kind of offense. Defense as well.
Yeah, Shifter is a very useful skill. And at level 4 she gains 1 HP. That's fine. Because basically this lets you, Shifter lets you get past the blockers with all your, like basically you attack a blocker with your 1/1,
Yep.
and even if the blocker survives, he can't block again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, at level 3, she can be, but she is activated again after she uses her second skill that boosts APSP of all creatures.
Of hero and creature.
Oh, of hero and creature. That's right.
Okay,
That's
so
new.
that's again useful skill, nice to upgrade, doesn't like completely change her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy with that. Level 4 she gains 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
And level 5 she gets another Sword of Verdant into your item zone. Which again, I don't really have a problem with because it's a useful skill, but most of the time you're gonna be using the other two skills. It's kind of like a niche skill,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I wanted them to be.
It can be good if you don't have any cards end game and you need something to actually make it
Basically,
through.
it's kind of like a backup plan.
Yeah.
Plan if your thing didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
And Sword of the Verdant is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good weapon.
Okay. Okay, and now I guess we do. Let's. Okay, we did the icon guy,
Okay, sure.
and I think that's it.
Oh,
we did all.
we didn't do this seg as well.
Yeah, but I mean that's all for green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we start with public enemy number 1, Jamie Herald. So at level 1 he gains 1 HP. At level 2 he gains a useful skill, which is move target creature opponent controls with level 3 or less to his hand.
Yep.
Which kind of fits in with it's a strong skill, but I have no problem with him having it, because first of all he's gaining it pretty early, and second of all, this is kind of like an emergency skill that you use when things are either going really bad or going really well, because if you're being very aggressive you'd rather use his first skill, and if you're being very defensive you'd rather use his second skill. So it basically gives him an option that is kind of worse than his other skills, but you can use in the right situation.
Yeah, agreed.
See, and then they screw it completely up. At level 3, destroy target item opening controls with level 3 or less. Like, if he gained that skill at level 2 and it, I don't know, improved slightly, maybe level 4 or less item, at level 3, I wouldn't have a problem. But it completely changes it up. So this is basically a niche control skill that you use in a special, like, it's only going to be useful against certain decks, depending on the metagame. Which is probably worse than his level 2 skill.
Yeah, agreed.
Especially since it costs so much mana.
It can be useful at some point, I guess. Just depending on how you want to play him.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's useless, I'm saying it's completely different from his original.
And what's bad is that if you want to get the 1 more HP, you have to go and change the skill.
Yeah. Then level 4 you get 1 HP, and at level 5 you get to hit level 4 less items, which is really not a big deal, but it's nice because I don't think anyone plays items higher than level 4.
Mm-hmm.
So they should basically hit all the relevant items. And then if they have 2 of the same item, you get to hit it. Like, I don't mind this being an upgrade to his like level 3 and level 4 skill, because it's only 1 mana more and it becomes a lot more useful.
Yeah, it's really good. It can be useful with well, most player of Sake actually use Mercy of Down.
Yeah, well, basically anyone who wants his level 3 skill is gonna want his level 5 skill.
Yeah.
And that's fine. My problem is that at level 2, it's completely different.
Agreed.
Like, I would not have a problem if at level 2 he, for example, destroyed, I don't know, for 5 mana, level 3 item or something like that. Okay, so let's move on to Anisha Taylor, I guess.
Sure.
Anish, I don't know. Okay, so at level 1, her second skill loses 1 cost. That's fine. Level 2 she gains the 1 HP. And level 3... Okay, so level 3 her first skill completely changes.
Yep.
Because at 3 mana, this is kind of like a tempo play that you put in an aggressive deck to move to like bounce a level 3 creature. At 5 mana, it's more of a controlish move because you basically make them skip a turn. Since you move the creature back, you bounce a creature and you make them skip a draw step because they're going to be drawing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a very powerful ability, but
Agreed. If it's
it seems
a bad
sufficiently
card,
different
sorry.
from the level 2 ability.
Like for example, if it's a bad card like a 0/1 like Seed of Sienna and actually put this into on top of his deck, that's kind of sad. It can be really great.
Yeah. And at level 4, she gains 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
And at level 5, her second skill completely changes. And I don't like that. Again, like if her second skill is good, and you will want to play her for her second skill. That's gonna be her like primary use.
Mm-hmm.
And you only get that at level 5. And if it's bad, then and you want Anisha Taylor, then you have to keep her at like level 4 or something.
Yeah, agreed. I think level 4 is way better. Does depend on what kind of playstyle you want to go for, but
Yep.
Our second ability is really great.
It is. Okay, so Anisha, and